Hi everybody! Paul's doing this really funny face. Anyway, he's joining me for the Saturday afternoon chat, aren't you? Because some of your questions do involve him, and you know, he always likes to throw his 2 cents within. So, okay, for those of you who haven't seen this before, last week I was sitting at home, I thought I've got nothing to do, said on my Jewelchic like page, send me some questions. So Paul was at the football, and so I just sat here and made a video. It was really fun. So now we're going to answer the questions. Okay, Kimmy has said good places to eat in Melbourne. Your favourite?
Stokehouse.
Yeah, I love the Stokehouse. The Stokehouse.
Pearl.
Yes, Stokehouse. I thought that was my 2 favourites.
Harvey's for breakfast.
Yeah, true.
There's lots. A steak. Got to go to Vlado's. Nothing better.
Bridge Road, Richmond. That is just a really small little fun restaurant, but it's great. But what I do want to share with you is this amazing wine. See that? Like, that is a huge bottle. That is a magnum. It's hang on. How do I get the label up to you? There we go. Okay, this is a rosé that I had the other night at the Stokehouse. Well, it's not the first time. I have had it before. And as I was leaving last time, I said to the girl, God, how good was that rosé? And she said, you do know the sommelier here makes that. I'm like, what? So anyway, I was so excited that we ordered a box. And then when he delivered it to us, he gave me that as a little prezzy because I love it so much. So that is like a magnum. It's called Foster ROCCO. It's from Heathcote. And it's like when you travel to Europe, and everyone over in Europe always drinks rosé, don't they?
They do.
Well, I do. And it's so beautiful. So I'll put a link so you can find that. Okay, next question. Jenny, do you have any mantras or things you say to yourself often? Yes, and we all know. We should say it together because to prove that.
1, 2, 3.
Nothing ventured, nothing gained. I always say that. Say, oh look. It's true though, because I do say that a lot, because I sort of think, if you know, you can sit back and do nothing, and sometimes you want to do something, you think, oh, should I do it?
Do nothing, get nothing. That's how it is.
That's right. All right. So there you go, Jenny. Corinne said she can't even imagine asking a question because it's Friday over there in Canada. Okay, Sally Ann said, where do I see myself 5 years from now? I don't know, like just more of the same would be good. Paul and I are travelling a lot. We love that.
We're nearly empty nesters now because one of our son works and our daughter's so busy in the last couple years of school.
Yeah. And
we're finding more and more that it's just Megan and I. So
I know, it's bizarre. So
having
it's
come
fun.
from little kids and nappies and school and all of that sort of thing, now Maxie drives. He's the designated driver.
Yeah,
so
it's good.
5 years from time, well, you know what? We've got to hang on to our health.
Yeah,
do a lot of sport, do a lot of stretching, do a lot of sport.
But what I'd secretly love to be doing 5 years from now, I'd love to be involved somehow with the Oprah Winfrey Network. That's what I'd really love. Yeah, well, whether it's behind the scenes on the camera, I don't know, but I just think it is so fantastic. And the thought of having 24 hours of TV, of stuff that's positive and happy, that really does it for me.
The camera loves you.
Isn't he nice?
That's true. Megan's good behind the camera. She's not intimidated.
Oh, yeah, it's fun. It is fun. Okay, Angie. I'd like to know, now that you've met Oprah, what's your next big dream? Well, that's kind of it, I guess, at the moment. But you know what? If that doesn't happen, that's still okay.
Barack.
Yes. Oh, no, that's another... Yeah, okay. Athena said, what is the last thing you do or say to yourself when you go to sleep? Athena, Paul just said it to me before because I was reading the questions to him.
Oh, I love this bed, she says.
I do. I get into bed and I go, oh, I love this bed.
Oh, I love this bed.
Because it is a good bed, isn't it?
That is true.
It's so beautiful. But that nothing ventured, nothing gained. But you know what I do right before I go to sleep? Sometimes if I want to get some ideas, when I used to paint bed linen, I used to just close my eyes and I'd just ask myself to think of a design, you know, and they would come and I'd see them like on the back of my eyelids.
No questions about hire a hubby and a tool belt and tradesmen and all that?
What?
That was one of your last posts.
Was it?
Yeah, they wanted to know about that.
He likes you to ask him questions too.
I do the garden and replace the light bulbs and all that sort of stuff.
He's very good at all that.
You know what I mean? Otherwise everything would be dark.
Todd said to me, Todd said, how come that was my first public speaking? This week I spoke at a women's lunch, everybody. It was so exciting. And Paul introduced me. He was so lovely that I nearly cried. Your introduction was so nice.
I could do it again.
He was gorgeous. He was very lovely. And so by the time I had to get up to speak, I sort of had to contain myself from getting a bit weepy. Anyway, it was great. I talked about positivity, and I talked about, you know, how I met Oprah and the event, and, you know, how exciting it was when she rang the bell, because people still think that I knew and I didn't know. don't they? Everyone loves telling me. They go, you know that we knew 3 weeks beforehand that she was coming, and I go, well, you'd better than
You
me.
should have told us.
Oh, we
That'd have
should
been a lot
told
easier.
us. That's bizarre. Okay, so there you go, Todd. Sid. Oh, Sydney in Chicago, you know Sid?
Sydney, yes. I won't say the last name, but
No. She wants, well, you can because it's up there on Facebook, but
Sydney G.
Sydney G wants to know, now I've forgotten the question. Oh, my favourite Oprah show. Do you know what, apart from the one that inspired me to start my business, which was about women, you know, who had no financial independence, remember that Maddie Stepanek, that kid in the wheelchair who had that muscular dystrophy, and he said he was a peacemaker and he wrote these amazing poems. I think he's my all-time favourite guest. I bought all the books. And
You know what was another good one?
what?
That girl that sang in Glee. And
Clarice.
she
Charisse. I love
She sang
Charisse.
the Whitney Houston song,
Yeah.
and she was like
I love
5 foot
Charisse.
nothing, and she blew everyone out of the water.
Charisse was great.
Oh, she put shooters up here. It was
Ashley
fantastic.
Ball, how to stay strong when going through hard times. Well, I'll tell you what.
You know what?
What?
Everyone goes through
Yeah, we
hard
do.
times.
Everyone.
Let me tell you, all walks of life,
Yeah.
all demographic,
Yeah.
everywhere in
It's
the
just
world.
how long you choose to stay
yeah,
there, isn't it?
If it is to be, it is up to me, you know. You've just got to keep moving forward on that
Yeah.
and focus on where you want to get to and
Yeah.
get through it, because if you stall...
And you
you
know
get
what? Let me
stuck.
tell you, if I listen to people all the time, because on here, on Facebook and on YouTube, I get like lovely, amazing people. And then you'll just hear one thing saying, you know that someone was saying that about you just in your real life, and you're like, you know what? I don't need to hear that. So for those of you watching, I don't need to hear anything negative about myself and my videos, because I'm happy doing them. And really, really, it's all about happiness and positivity. And so when someone critiques me for doing that, I just can't work that out.
I'll tell you, if you're having a hard time, people ring you up and they make you feel worse after the conversation,
Yeah.
just don't talk to them and just forget about them and
Move on.
have a relationship with the people that you enjoy, that
support
make
you
you
and
feel
get
good.
you, yeah.
Because I remember
So
20
true.
years ago in Australia, there was a severe recession and things were tough, and I was working extra hard, and people would ring up and tell me all their problems. I didn't want to know. I didn't want to know.
Well, because
I-
you had your
I
own.
my
We had
own
our own,
problems.
yeah.
So I used to go out to dinner or catch up with people who were really excelling,
Yeah.
and I'd go out to
That
dinner.
motivated you.
And I'd come away and I would be so pumped up, and I'd think,
Yeah.
if he can do it, I can do it, and I'd be ready to climb Mount Everest the next day, rather than getting a dose of baloney and make you feel bad.
Because it hasn't always
So-
been like this. Like, Paul's worked hard. When we got married, there was nothing.
So
Literally.
steer clear, steer clear.
Yeah.
Steer clear of people who are
Don't get you.
who are not on the same page. Get rid of them.
Exactly.
You don't have to make a stand, and you don't have to tell them to jump out of your life. You just drift away from them,
Well,
because
that's
they're not
exactly
for
right.
you.
That's so true. I'm doing that. I do that. Okay, Anna. She wants to
We're
hear...
going from the A to K to
No,
the
I'm just
L to
going
Z.
down. No, I'm
Is this
just going
like-
down the line, because these people have been kind enough to write.
This
and
is
so...
not the yellow pages. Is it?
She wants to hear me talking about a business. You know what, Anna? I'm going to do a separate video, because that would go really nicely with talking about my jewellery. So I'm going to make a video about that this week. Bill.
Anna's getting her own video.
She is. She's special. Okay, Bill wants to know favourite song.
Oh, I know the answer
Yeah,
to
go.
that. Billy Joel, Piano Man.
Yes, I love it.
Paul was a real estate novelist
Except
who
they
never
never-
had time for a wife.
Yeah, but that's
Work
the bit
that
that's
out.
wrong. But that's the only bit that's wrong. Anyway, I love that song. When I hear that, when I hear him play that live with the
When the
harmonica.
microphone smells like...
Yeah, that's my favourite lines. And the piano sounds like a carnival, and the microphone smells like a beer. How visual is that? Like, can't you imagine that? I love that. Okay. Favourite colour?
Yellow.
And?
Green, like
Yes.
a light chartreuse green.
Yeah, kind of this green. This is the book that Shelley gave me. So it's that kind of green is my favourite colour. And yellow. Love, love, love. Love wearing those colours. Love those colours. And favourite movie? You know this. I've got two, actually. Go on. This is like that honeymoon show, you know, where people have to guess what their spouse looks like.
I would say...
I'll just,
okay,
don't you
no,
look.
I would say...
Don't you shut your eyes for a minute. It's,
well, I'll just tell you straight away.
and,
I'll just tell you, there's two, probably House Sitter with Goldie
Yes,
Hawn,
yes, see?
Steve Martin.
yeah, and.
Same time next year. When
He did
Alan
it!
Alda, the guy from MASH. And then
So now you know what I was saying when I was lip reading.
And then favourite musical, Wicked. She's seen it 19
well,
times.
that, you know, everyone knows that.
Megan's got her own copy of Goldie Hawn, same time, you know, with Steve Martin next year, House Sitter. And I think she's played the DVD so many times it doesn't work anymore.
Yeah, that's right. That's true. I told Goldie Hawn that when I met her at Oprah. True story. Okay, hang on, where are we? Zoe. Hi, Zoe. Remember we met Zoe overseas?
We've got a Zoe.
We met Zoe in London at Legally Blonde, and she came up to me, she goes, Jewelchic! And I was so excited, like, I can't tell you what that does, because I don't expect anyone to ever know me just from YouTube.
Zoe's a theatre chick, is she?
Yeah, she's a theatre chick. She was from New York, but she was in London at Legally Blonde. It was so random, it was great. Anyway, Zoe, yeah. She wants to know, who else would I like to meet that I haven't met? Yeah, I'd like to meet Barack Obama. I really would. Yeah, because what a significant man he is, and how, you know what, look, I don't know a lot about American politics, so when I speak of him, I like what it's done for America in the fact that they've got an African-American president.
But you don't want to meet them and do the 30-second
I'm your biggest fan thing.
Yeah, they need to come over.
I'll have dinner with him like Oprah.
They need to come to tacos, and they need to spend a couple of hours so you actually get to know
and Michelle, she could tell me how to get those fabulous arms.
Yeah, and I can show them how we grow vegetables in the back garden, like Michelle.
The invitation's been extended now. Okay, Millie. Oh, Millie just said she wanted to say thanks. And hi, Millie. She said to say hello as well. Hello, hello, hello. Have a good weekend back again. Okay, where do I buy my beads? I buy my beads from no one specific shop, do I? I'm like always...
all over the place.
Yeah, everywhere.
Let me tell you.
Sometimes even at a market overseas, I could be anywhere. So no specific place. Ooh. Paul's phone's ringing.
Oh, see you later.
He's going to leave us for a minute. Quick, get that music off or I'll be in trouble. Okay, so Paul's left us, so now I can maybe quicken it up. We were chatting away there. And if you do like my jewellery, you can always send me a message and I can get back to you and let you know. Like, you know, a few people are asking these days about where to buy my jewellery. I don't actually sell it in shops. I did sell it to Paul Smith overseas, but I don't do that now. I've just got a really good clientele here in Melbourne, so let me know. Okay. Kyle, how about wearing a hat? Oh, I haven't got a hat here to wear. I'll get back to you on that hat thing. Okay, Cindy Lou. Oh, no, she's just told me that on today's Oprah there was a show talking about negativity. I haven't seen that, so I'll have to get back to you on that one. Julia's the one who told me to make this video today, so hello, Julia. Oh, Julia loves Wicked too, and she wants me to say hi to Lucy from her, Lucy Durack, if Lucy could bear watching. Now I'm up to 12 minutes. This is ridiculous. So, hi Lucy Durack. Lucy Durack plays Glinda in Australia's Wicked, and she's one of the kindest, most lovely girls in the whole world, and it's no wonder that she's got such a fan base, because she's amazing. She's always made me feel incredibly welcome and lovely. And this girl says, I love her so much. That's so cute. Connor, what's my greatest accomplishment? I would say my greatest accomplishment is having my babies and bringing them up to be really great adults.
Wrong!
Oh, well, I reckon it is. Oh, yeah, okay, go on.
It's true, it's wrong.
This is what Paul came out. I was reading him this question before, and I said...
Greatest accomplishment was finding me first, because without me, you couldn't have had the kids.
Well, ditto.
It's chicken and the egg. Get real.
But having the kids and bringing them up and seeing them succeed. And seeing that they're good kids and they're not off the rails, you know, they're not... doing drugs and stuff. It's great.
I picked Zoe up today from rowing, and I dropped her off early. And she said... You are making
my video go super long.
She said, you know, Dad, I'd never be a bad kid, because I'm always too tired when I come home.
You got to love that. Okay, so Sharon said, what's on my vision board? Sharon, I went to school with Sharon. And, tell them how you met me. How did you meet me? And how did our romance... We'll probably both talk about this because I always interject with this story.
I just come back from a holiday and I was out to dinner and...
Quickly?
Yeah, I walked in and there was Megan with another bloke who happened to be a friend of mine.
Hi, John.
And... thanks, John. And Megan didn't want to sit with us and she had a separate table.
Oh, because he was so obnoxious.
I crashed their table later and...
But Paul was obnoxious, not John. You were full on that night.
Hard to believe, really. Anyway, she found me irresistible, and the rest is history, I guess.
What actually happened was he crashed our table, and then he sat there and he said, "Oh, you know, my brothers, you know, they all got the looks of the family." And I thought he was being serious, and I said, "Well, you're not too bad."
Knew I had her then.
Oh, how stupid of me to say that.
I thought, come in, spinner.
And so then I was waitressing after work, you know,
on another night.
Yeah, another night. And John had said to me, "Look, Megan, I'm going overseas for a week." I had only been on one date with John. He said, "I'm going overseas. Promise me you won't go with anyone else." I said, "Well, how are they going to meet anyone in a week?" So I was waitressing. I was pretty full on doing a zillion jobs. So Paul comes into where I was waitressing and he goes, "Look, I'm just going on a date, but I'll come in at 10:30 and have a cup of coffee." I said, "Oh, okay." Because
I had 3 that night. And I had a time slot there that I could fit you in
so
around
tragic.
10:30.
Yeah. So I just thought he mustn't. I just thought he was checking up on me for John. Really, to be perfectly honest.
God helps those that help themselves.
And so that's it. So that I think you even kissed me that night. Did you? Yes.
You probably kissed me, is the truth be known.
No, I remember you asked me.
So
he asked me if you kissed me and he was wearing a red shirt. Okay.
No pants.
You did so have pants on.
And Megan had different colour shoes on, but that's another story.
I told them that one last
different
week.
colour shoes on, but anyway, go on.
Okay, Sharon also wants to know, she knows the YouTubes are about happiness. What were the foundations that led me to run with that? I started doing YouTubes because there's this thing on here called the 100-Day Challenge that a group of 3 girls, Lilu, Laura, and Sandy started it in Chicago. I've met them, they're all great girls, and they got me involved in doing this 100-day challenge about setting yourself goals for 100 days of positivity and happiness. And Paul's met them all. Oh no, Paul hasn't met Lilu, but he's met the other girls. Okay. Okay, so Shirley said...
I think this video has gone long enough. I think you better bust it into 2. People say, you know what?
You know what?
Overdose.
They can turn it off whenever they want. So I'm going to finish the questions because that's what I'm doing. Because people are waiting to hear their name.
How many more have you got?
Well, shh. Okay.
Quick, we'll go fast.
Shirley wants to know, have I been through a tough time and did I have to really stretch my positivity?
Yep.
Yes. Okay,
yep.
What?
100%. Well, there's been lots of tough times, to be honest. One tough time was before Zoe was born.
Yeah, that's what I think too. So that was when Zoe had a hole in the heart, and there is a video on here called My Greatest Manifestation Ever. So watch that video, because rather than tell the whole story again, because it's quite lengthy in itself, I'll put the link for you here, and I reckon that was probably our hardest thing to get through, wasn't it?
Next.
It was. Okay, next. A secret beauty tip. Oh, hang on. Stephanie Kenny said, Lucy Durack. So there, that's really cute. Lucy's got lots of fans.
Not too much alcohol and plenty of sleep.
Oh, secret beauty tip for Shelley. You know what? Oh, Maxie's just coming in. Okay,
Maxie.
You can come in and say hello on the video if you want to, Max.
I'll leave you in Megan's capable hands. She loves to talk.
He's the one stretched it out to 17 minutes. Okay, so my secret beauty tip, my favourite thing at the moment is tan in a can. And it's in a hot pink can. And I just spray it on my face. That's why I've got this brown skin all the time. It's, you know, I don't bake in the sun anymore because I find that when I sit in the sun for too long, I actually look older. And being 44, that is not an optional thing that I want. No, it's not. Amazing. Oh, she said I look 10 years younger. Thank you. And favourite places in New York and LA. We went to the Mercer Kitchen for dinner in New York, and I thought that was beautiful. We went to a few different places, but I thought that was really exceptional this year. And in LA, I love this fun sushi place called You and Me. It's just like lunch between 11 and 2. It's on Little Santa Monica Boulevard between Cannon and Rodeo. It's great. That's a really good one. Where else do I... Oh, I love Cut, the steakhouse in LA. That is, I think, my favourite restaurant ever. Hi, Ryan. Ryan Mills said to say hello. Hello, Ryan. And he wants to say hi to Lucy Durack too. We could do a whole video about Lucy, couldn't we? Carmen asked me who else I'd like to meet. Well, Barack Obama would be awesome. I love James Taylor. I wouldn't mind meeting James Taylor. I don't know who else. You know what? I like it as it happens. I like kind of the surprise factor. I haven't... meeting Oprah, actually having a conversation and having Oprah to dinner was like just so beyond my wildest dreams. Well, I did actually used to dream I had lunch with Oprah all the time, so it was pretty awesome. It's funny, isn't it? I dreamt that a lot, like a real lot. I still do. It's crazy. Tarkan said, I was wondering what the first CD or record or tape, that would be record, yes, the old LPs. My first one was, your first one was Whispering Jack. You are much younger than me, Tarkan, because my first one is ABBA, yes. Sharon will remember that because, well, the first one was the ABBA one in the car, and then Sharon and I, when we were in like grade 5, waited for her brother to bring home the ABBA Arrival, and we went crazy and we danced and we knew every song. Like, I still can sing every song, so I'm sure Sharon can too. Can't you, Sharon? Yes. Okay. What did I want to be when I was a youngster, Karen? I was going to be a teacher. I was going to be a primary school teacher, and I actually went to university for a year and did that. But I found that I wasn't learning how to teach, and I didn't understand how I could possibly ever go out there and teach when I was doing all these random subjects. So I left university and went into the fashion world. So I was going to be a teacher. Natalie, how do you stay positive when loved ones around you aren't? I know you've said you only surround yourself with like-minded people, but how do you do this if those people don't understand your positivity, etc., are family? No, I get that. You know what? It is hard with family, isn't it? It's hard if they don't get you and you're really not doing anything wrong and you're just being positive. I would just give them a wide berth. You know, if they're to you, you can't choose your family, and I'm sure you love your family and love all your members, but if they're not really into you being positive, then just see them on Thanksgiving and Christmas. You know, you don't have to see them all the time. You don't have to have a blowout argument either. I just think, I don't know what the complete answer there is, because there's always someone, like, seriously, in your family or in your, you know, local group of friends, I cop it all the time. Why do you make YouTube videos? Why do you do this? Like, I had a big session of that this week, and it's like, you know what, sometimes it really gets to me, to the point that this week I was actually in tears over it. Like, it made me really upset. So that is very rare, and I just thought, you know what, I wrote it on Facebook, you know, this is why I make YouTube videos and this is why I do it. And all your comments back to me so made me feel validated and that, you know, I'm not as crazy as some of those people think I am. So thanks for that, because that was awesome. And it was, usually I can cope with that because, of course, you know, I don't expect everyone to like me, and, you know, I don't like everyone either. So, but when you hear little comments or little snide comments where someone says to you, oh, you do know I have to defend you all the time. Well, you know what, I don't need to know that at all. Not at all. Okay, if they've got to defend someone because they're nice or by being positive, that's a bit sad, isn't it? What songs get me pumped for a workout? I love, I'm just looking how many minutes I've gone to. Is this terrible? We'll try this. We'll try this long one today, and if it's too long, we won't ever do this again. My favourite workout songs are Affirmations by Savage Garden. I love Shaping My Universe by Bachelor Girl. That is just, the words to that song is one of my favourite songs in the world. And I actually met Tanya, who wrote it, and I've got a video on here. So if you search Shaping My Universe and Jewelchic, you'll find the video. I might even try and put the link here as well. But she's amazing. She's got the most incredible voice. She believes in the secret. Well, not the secret, the whole law of attraction, positivity. She's a great girl. She does work for charities. Amazing. So I love this. Oh, and I love that Reach Up for the Stars. Who sings that? It's like High Five or something. Some kids band. Kylie said, I would like to know what motherhood means to you. To me, motherhood is the most special gift you can be blessed with. It makes me appreciate my mother so much. It's the best job in the world. That's so true. Being a mum is so amazing. So I remember when the kids were born, it was just like I often say I wish I had it videoed, but you know what? It's so like as a video in my head that I really don't need it. But being a mother is amazing, and being to produce 2 great kids, like I'm so proud of them. They haven't given me any trouble, and they're really lovely and thoughtful and kind. And I think if you teach your kids, you know, you've got to set the example and show them, you know, and, you know, I like to think that I've done that with them, but they're awesome kids. So I love being a mum. I can't wait to be a grandma. Well, not too soon, but I think that'll be the next fun thing. Okay, Connie said, how did I make Paul, which you've just heard. And how do I relax, wind down, recharge? Just like at night, you know, like lie back, or sometimes, you know, I just like to watch Glee or a TV show. I really like being by myself. I do. I really love it. I love being in my art room. I find that incredibly relaxing to just make a necklace and just sit there. I'm not a girl who goes out for lunches or does all that stuff. I really just like my own company during the day. So, you know, it's not really me to be, you know, heading out to a lunch unless it's for that charity that I spoke at or, you know, someone's birthday. Most of my friends know that I'm not a real lunch chick. Yes. And I like to exercise, you know. Well, I love my boxing. I've got to get that back. But, yes. And hi, Sally Ann again. So, I hope that answered everyone. I wonder if there's any more since then. Hang on. I've got my laptop on. That's what I keep looking over here for. Because I've got all the questions up. There are a few sneaky latecomers. Caroline said I should start a book club. God, when am I going to fit that in? But maybe we'll think about that. Oh, you know what? If I was going to recommend a book to everyone, it would be Ask and It Is Given by Jerry and Esther Hicks. I've done a video on it before. Amazing. It's all like positive thinking, how the universe works, how I believe it works. I think that's a great book. Marketing tips or things you've learned from Carrie. What types of goals do you set yourself? Well, I set myself the goal of being in Paul Smith, and I love that. We're up to 25 minutes. Are you coming back again?
Yeah.
He thinks I'm struggling, so he's back. So goals that I set myself, I just want to keep doing the jewellery as I'm doing it. I don't have any... Oh, you know what I'd love to do? I would love to design for like Chanel or something where they've already got the logo there and I could just design it and you know, maybe make it up just in the stuff that I use and then they can go and make it in gold and silver and diamonds and stuff.
Jewelchic Chanel. Chanel by Jewelchic.
I'd really love to do something like that. I think that would be really fun. And I reckon I could do it and I reckon it would sell too.
Last one.
No, you can't say that because some people have snuck in. Even Zoe said,
Quick.
Which production of Wicked was the best overall? Well, you know what? I love them all. They're all
different for different reasons.
Yeah. Sometimes you see one person, they're great. Yeah, all fantastic. I did love the one in Germany because I speak German.
Lucy Durek's a favourite.
Yeah, we always love Lucy and Amanda Harrison. And look, we actually saw Kristen Chenoweth and Adina Menzel, so you can't beat that either.
And that girl in Germany that did...
Wilhelmine.
She was...
Wasn't she amazing? In fact, Stephen Schwartz and I were talking about her, saying how brilliant she is. Like, not only is her voice... Yeah, Stephen, my new best friend. I did make that sound a bit like that, didn't I?
What a lovely guy he is.
Yeah, very nice. He wrote Wicked, for those of you who don't know.
He is the real deal. He is
lovely,
really
hilarious. So hopefully he'll come for taco night. I think he will. Zoe said, hi Zoe. He wants me to say hi. Hi Zoe. Zoe.
I can say hello to Zoe anytime.
Yeah, hi Zoe.
Go on, next one.
She's here somewhere.
I think we're nutcases.
Katie said...
Katie from London.
No, Katie that we met at the lunch.
Oh, hi. The bright, sparkly, happy
She
chick.
was. She made me feel so great before the lunch because she said that she was really excited about me speaking. I love that.
She was pumped. She was good.
And Kirsten said, follow your dreams and not listening to critiques. Thank you.
Ta-da! See you later. You don't need to wind it up. Chop. Goodbye.
Bye. Hang on, how do I turn it off there? Bye everyone. Have a happy weekend.